So here we go with another player review. I've recently just unlocked the team of the season so far, Raul Jimenez item that is available to complete via objectives. And to get this card in your club, you've got to score an assist in 8 separate rival wins using Premier League players with a minimum of 4-star weak foot. You've also got to get assists with Mexican players in rivals or squad battles. And on top of that, you've also got to score in 3 separate rival matches using La Liga forwards. And then finally, score a finesse goal in 5 separate rival games using Liga NOS players. And that's the one that I had the most difficulty with, to be honest. But they are all now done, and we can redeem this card and get it in the club. Have a bit of a problem right now. Who do I drop, Mbappe or Aubameyang? I want to use them both, but I guess it's team of the season, so we're going to have to drop Mbappe, sadly, which is yeah, a bold call, a very bold call. No matter how good this Jimenez card is, I don't quite think it'll be as good as that Mbappe. But yeah, let's quickly build a team around him. Okay, the hybrid has been built, and we've now got Jimenez on full chem. So let's load up Footbin and let's talk about chem styles for this item. Now, as a base card, he actually looks really freaking nice. He's got a 93 in-game rating, and it's boosted to 96 when he's got basic, which is pretty crazy. But instantly there's a stat that just seems to look like it's going to ruin him, so we're going to have to put an engine chem style on him. I truly wonder at what point I'm going to run out of engine chem style cards, because I'm using them for like every team of the season card. Anyway, let's have a look at this guy's in-game stats then. His pace column looks fairly nice. Really nice sprint speed of 95 and decent acceleration of 85. Might take him a bit of time in game to actually get to his max speed. The shooting column looks absolutely brilliant. 94 finishing, 94 shot power, and 97 attack positioning. 94 composure on top of that means that this guy should be a pretty good finisher. And with the 4-star weak foot, that should mean that he can finish quite well off of either foot. It's a shame he didn't get a 5-star weak foot, but it is what it is. Passing attributes, they're actually brilliant. They are 92 short passing and 89 long passing for a striker. Those are top class. And yeah, in game I'm expecting him to pick up quite a few assists linking up with Aubameyang. Dribbling wise, for the most part, brilliant, but that balance is very off-putting. That balance is definitely the most negative stat on this card, because aside from that, his dribbling attributes are also absolutely great. I'm a bit worried by the fact that this is a tall striker card though. In game he might feel a bit heavier on the ball than the stats suggest, but we'll find out by playing some games later on. Physically is another area where Jimenez looks really nice. Great stamina of 94, pretty solid strength of 89, and really high aggression of 92. Means that this guy definitely should fight for the ball. So, yeah, all things lead towards this card looking pretty impressive, to be honest. It looks like it could be a good card in game. Bit worried about the dribbling, to be honest, but aside from that, I'm expecting this guy to score goals and also set them up, and that's what you want from a striker. So, yeah, let's get into some matches and see if this guy is worth going after. For the Mexicans debut, we come up against this. It's not a bad side. It's not an amazing one for this stage of the game, but definitely could do some damage if we're not performing. So let's focus. Let's get some goals. Let's see how Raul Jimenez performs. Nice bit of hold-up play. Flicks it through for Figo, whose initial touch isn't great, but he gets it back. Can we get to the end of that? No, Hummels is just there. And then we just absolutely wipe out the opposition's goalkeeper. Nice. Got a bit fortunate there with a break. But we might be able to profit off this, and we do. Easy tapping, but nice positioning, and a great through ball. My opponent's goalkeeper, though, I feel like could have done a bit better there, but nonetheless, we are up and running. Oh, nice. Chance for Figo. And there's 2. Nice assist for Jimenez there. Just a little dink through and then a dink over the keeper for the finish. One thing I'm noticing about Jimenez is he does not come back at all, which I do not mind in the slightest. He just stays forward, and that's kind of what I want. Well, at the break, it's a 2-1 scoreline. Yeah, we took a fairly early lead in this game and looked like we were just going to run away with it, but apparently that's not the case. My opponent came on strong towards the latter stages of the first half. Oh, nice play from Jimenez, who's eventually got Figo through. I don't know if he's got the pace to get through that gap. We found Aubameyang though, and he doesn't usually miss, and he doesn't on this occasion. Linking up with Jimenez, who holds up play nicely before releasing the ball to Figo. Oh, that's good play, and it's topped off in the end by a nice finish. Bit sweaty, but we had to make sure we got the job done. And there's another goal for the Mexican. Oh, get to that. On the volley. Oh, it's deflected in. It's deflected into the back of the net, and surely now that's game over. We bottled a 2-0 lead initially, but then we have consistently piled on the pressure, and we've gotten ourselves a decent lead back. Very fortunate with that goal, but They count. They all count. We'll take it. And after that, my opponent has decided to rage quit. A hat-trick on debut. Really can't ask for too much more. Also, an assist to go with that. Very happy with his opening display. In the next matchup, we come up against this. It's a very meta-heavy side. So, I'm a bit worried about this game. I just hate playing against Ben Yedder. He's just such a nightmare to handle. But when I use him, he's actually not that good, which is very frustrating. On the edge of the box. I wish he had better skill moves. I really do. He's got brute force. But unfortunately, couldn't get the shot away there and just absolutely wipes out Porfel and Mendy. Here's Raul Jimenez, who puts the ball through for Figo. It's a nice through ball, but I don't know if Figo's quite got the pace. He gets the shot away and actually scores. Okay, nice assist then for the Mexican. I like his hold-up play a lot. I just wish he was a bit better on the ball. That's a great through ball from Figo. Oh, he's offside, really? My eyes deceived me. I don't know why I thought he was clearly on there, but apparently not. Oh, opportunity. Oh, what a terrible run from Jimenez that is. Oh, I wanted him to like go inside, not make the same run as Aubameyang. Nice through ball there. Aubameyang, what's he gonna do? Gonna find Fred, who just can't pull the trigger, but then Figo can. We get an equaliser. Well, at the break, it's 2-2, and my opponent's had like 65% possession versus my, 35. I think that's correct math. Yeah, I can't lie, my opponent's probably better at the game than me, and we are just narrowly holding on right now. So, yeah, it's just a pretty tough game. Feet of Raul Jimenez. We definitely need some support, and gets Figo running on, but he's under a lot of pressure here. What can we do? Can we get the shot away? Oh, I just got fouled. Chance for Jimenez. Can he shoot? Yes, oh, he can. Is it the post? How have we missed from there? And the full-time whistle goes, and unfortunately, we couldn't get the win in this game. Anyway, how was Raul Jimenez in that game? Got an assist and also was involved in the other goal, so I'm happy with his involvement. Would have liked him to go on the score sheet, and I'm still a bit annoyed by that final miss though. We hit the post somehow. I don't know how that's happened, but it is what it is. Okay, then after a few more matches with Raul Jimenez in the team, what's the verdict on the card? Nice item to be honest. I enjoyed using him, but I can understand why some people won't like this card. This is definitely an item that will be either hit or miss with most people. He's not super meta, he doesn't have the dribbling for that, so I can understand why some people might not like using this card, but he's very good for hold-up play, so I do think some people will find some use for this card. So let's break down different areas, shall we? Pace, how is he? He's not super quick, that's definitely worth mentioning. Despite the pace attributes, he isn't rapid and he can be caught up by most centre-backs at this stage of the game, but he's got a good bit of pace about him, and due to his high strength, he isn't too easy to take off the ball, even though defenders can catch him up. Shooting, I was very happy with. Yeah, I know there was that miss in one of the games, but for most part, I thought his finishing was actually really good. Really liked his shot power, and the guy can definitely score with his left and right foot, which is really nice, but definitely his right foot is much more reliable. He's a bit of a poacher, which I definitely don't mind. His positioning is another area that I thought was really, really good. This guy never came back for me, despite having high work rates. He just stayed forward, and he made some good runs from time to time as well. There was that one occasion where he made the same run as Aubameyang, but aside from that, his positioning and run making in general was really, really nice. His passing, I thought that was great. For a striker, I think this guy's passing is absolutely top class. He actually picked up quite a few assists for me, which was kind of surprising in the games that we played. But through balls, short passing, really, really happy with that ability on this card. His distribution for me was really, really good, and I keep saying those words a lot in this video, so let's try and use some different ones, shall we? Now we come on to this guy's dribbling. This is where the card is held back, in my opinion. Now I know he's got some pretty amazing dribbling stats, and in game his dribbling isn't that bad, but it's also not that great compared to other team of the season strikers, and that's where this card gets held back a little bit, in my opinion. He's just not that easy to maneuver in game, which is a bit of a shame. His dribbling definitely isn't terrible, that's not what I'm saying at all, but definitely not as good as other team of the season attackers, and that's definitely something worth noting. His ball control is quite nice, but his agility in game just isn't that great, and he does feel quite heavy from time to time. Physically, as you would have expected though, he's very good. Like the fact that he doesn't seem to tire, that's great, and also his strength and aggression combination is awesome, and he's very good at aiming for set pieces as well, because he wins plenty of aerial battles. Overall then, the verdict is, it's a pretty good card, and it's definitely usable, but like I say, it's a card that people are either going to love or they're going to hate. It's not a super meta item, so it won't fit everyone's teams, but I think some people will enjoy the card. I personally enjoyed it. I think it's really good for hold-up play. But if you want to dribble a lot with your attackers, I'd probably look elsewhere. Nonetheless, I do think it's a card worth picking up because it's a 91 rated card for free, essentially, and it's not that hard to obtain. So definitely would advise going out and getting this card. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on the team of the season, Raul Jimenez. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, drop a like rating on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.